Hi, gun people. Well, this is pretty common knowledge for me because I was a cop and I watched how many people got let loose that I got arrested. But I have a friend who works for this agency, and he sent me this article. Now, according to this article, the man admitted to having 5 pounds of cannabis, that's that mean marijuana, that he intended to sell, has been sentenced to 5 years in prison. Wow, 5 years, Rick, for 5 pounds of marijuana? That's pretty tough. Judge Heidi agreed to recommend that O'Shea Cotton, doesn't say black male, but I happen to know he was a black male, a young man she's dealt with since he was a juvenile in her courtroom for the Department of Corrections boot camp. So this young man has a rap sheet of several pages long with multiple arrests, and it sounds like 5 years for 5 pounds is serious. Okay, if Cotton is not deemed eligible, agreed to release him for drug treatment in prison. Cotton pled guilty to possession with intent to deliver, a Class 1 felony in connection to his arrest. Illinois state troopers tried to stop him for allegedly traffic violation, for an alleged, it wasn't really a traffic violation. They just pulled him over for no reason. That's it. Traffic violation that happened in the area of US 45. Rather than stop, Cotton bailed out of a moving vehicle with a duffel bag in hand, which he tossed as he ran. He ran to the house. Okay, so when he goes to get pulled over, he jumps out of the car, takes off. So they get in a foot pursuit. Assistant State Attorney said troopers obtained a search warrant for the house, found 5 pounds of cannabis inside. It doesn't say that the duffel bag was full of cannabis too. Or maybe I missed it. Agreed to dismiss 4 counts. This is what the judge dismissed. 4 counts of aggravated unlawful possession of a firearm. When they went in the house, after they got a warrant, they seized 3 stolen guns. This says 4 counts of aggravated unlawful. Probably the 4th count was he was a felon in possession. So he's a felon in possession of 3 stolen guns. You think they want to send him to prison? You think they want to get tough on gun crimes? You think they want to give him a good sentence because he used a gun? All these enhancements, all these laws they're always talking about we need for guns. The judge dismissed all the gun charges and just let him plead to the dope. And they got the guns with a warrant, so there's no issues on whether or not it's admissible. This happens all the time. Prosecutors are always pleading down and throwing out gun charges because they get so much time. It gives them good leverage so they don't have to go to court, and they let them plead to some poo-butt freaking bullshit sentencing, and then they get their little stat saying they prosecuted. This judge is up here telling this guy, I have not given up on you, reminding him that he's still very young and has an opportunity to take advantage of changes given him in prison. Are you freaking kidding me? This freaking judge has been dealing with this idiot with 3 pages of freaking arrest, and she throws out all the guns and lets him plead to marijuana? This is very typical for people not involved in the criminal justice system, which is why as a cop, you just got to say, I don't care what they do. They may let them go. I'm going to do the best job I can. I'm going to make sure my arrest is good. I'm not going to let them use me as a scapegoat saying, we had to let them go because you did a bad job or because you... No, do what you got to do. Get them in the court and let the courts let them go, and don't freaking worry about it. This is just so outrageous and egregious to anybody who gets shot or has a gun used on them, and then they believe this liberal lie is that we got to get guns from good people, because when we catch bad people with drugs while armed with stolen guns, we don't charge them for any of the gun crimes. But we're telling you pesky citizens with guns, we need more gun control and we need more laws to prevent guns. You don't enforce the laws that are on the books. They never do. Giving government more laws and more power is never the answer. Government's the problem. And once you give up the guns, if you think cops treat citizens bad now, wait till they get all the guns. To me, this just pisses me off, but it's par for the course. I don't know if anybody that's not involved in law enforcement understands this is a pretty normal thing. Gun charges, if they did a list of all gun charges that were dismissed or thrown out, it would be at least 10 times as many guns that were charged and seized. I mean, it's just crazy how they're always using gun charges as plea deals. Okay, we'll drop the gun charge if you do this. We'll drop the gun charge if we do that. We'll drop the... But you keep telling us we need more gun laws against good law-abiding citizens. It's just flat out lies. All right, we'll end that there.